Would you believe that there's only 10 days left to the end of the Kinetic Rush Parkour Challenge? 10 days left. Wow. Look how fast this went. So, where we left off, I just want to show you this part right here. Where we left off in my last video, if you go back to my last upload, we left off here, day 4. And I was sitting here saying to myself, what am I going to put here? As you can see, this is I'm supposed to have an indoor scene. That's why I put a roof up here. But I wanted it to be like kind of indoorish, but you can see outside and there's cars and stuff going back and forth and traffic. And, these guys are being chased by a helicopter. But I was thinking too much. I was thinking way too much. And I was like, I gotta move because I don't really got that much time for this challenge. So I said to myself, all right, I gotta come up with something. So, I could have sat here and nitpicked everything, but I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna go with this theme right here. My storyline for this 5-second animation, these 3 thieves or anti-heroes are running away from something. Well, the ones who got this lady in the back, she traumatically gets hit. Bam. As she gets hit by, I'm supposed to put some type of SWAT or whatever hitting her, and she's supposed to fall into the train tracks. Now that was cool, right? But that's good, but I have to move forward. So let me just close this out now, and let's see how far I've gotten. This is supposed to be day 10 for me, and this is how as far as I gotten right now. So let's just run it back for a little bit so we can see what it is. There's a lot of changes that I have to do, but I had to lay down the foundation first. I said, okay, I'm going with the train theme, jumping over, people are running, somebody's chasing them, and that's the theme I'm going with, because I could think about 1,000 things, and I was sitting here saying, oh my God, what am I going to put? Am I going to put somebody jumping over? So what's my creation? What's the storyline? And I said to myself, all right, this is the storyline here, and I'm going to stick with it because there's nothing I could do at this point. So let's fall back a little bit. Those little metahumans in the back is supposed to be my scanned IDs. I just put them there as placements at first. But the story, here's a story. You have these parkourers, well, these guys who are running. Now, if you look in the background here, you have a bunch of SWAT chasing them. And the SWAT team is right up their tail. If you look to the top left, the helicopter, which I didn't even animate that yet. I'm going to save all the little tweaks for later. I just want to take care of laying down the foundation, dressing it up, because this scene is pretty empty. But I got 10 days left, and I have a weekend that I'm off from work because I have a 9 to 5. So I have to wait till I get home from work to continue this. So I wish I can work on this all day. That would be a blessing. But I'm going to put in most of my time this weekend. We only got 10 days left at the time of making this video, so this whole scene has to be filled up, lit up properly. I have a city in the background, thanks to Kitbash that they let us download for the month for this challenge. I just went and got some a cityscape back there, and I removed the other parkour because I'm having trouble with the animation, and I was taking too much time just tweaking it. And I said to myself, you know what? I'll wait till all the parts that's giving me a hard time. I'm going to wait, and then I'm going to just tweak those later. But I really have to lay down the foundation. There's so much more to do. This whole scene to me is empty. It needs more people. So what I decided to do is I started off to the left. So you got the SWAT team running. They're like, freeze! They say, ah! And then you see another SWAT come out from right here. And they're close. They're getting close. And they're like, oh my goodness, they're caught. They're caught. The only thing left to do is jump over this moving locomotive that's going at least 1,000 miles an hour. They make it. They jump over. Well, technically, I'm supposed to put another parkour there. They're supposed to get hit and fall in. Supposed to throw whatever they took or whatever they were running from, throw it to one of these parkourers. They're going to catch it. And then they're going to continue on their journey. And if you look here, the helicopter followed them all the way to this point. So in this point right here, I would like to see the helicopter drop down some lines, and some SWAT teams are just coming down. Like when you play Grand Theft Auto, when you had all 5 stars and these guys pull out the military, the SWAT on you. That's what I'm talking about. So, oh, these guys think they got away? Oh, no, they didn't. The SWAT team is on their tail right now. and you jump over and know the helicopter's still tracking you. What's going to happen? The ropes come down, bam, it stops. So it keeps you in suspense. But there's a couple of things, like all this hallway down here, this big corridor. I want to put something there so it can pop out more. The building, of course, don't. This is not final. So look in the background. It's just too much fog back there. So I have two monitors. I have it split so you can see it better. But if I get rid of some of the light sources, you can see like the building in the background. And I don't mind that the building is a little foggy, but I got to change that. And I'm just learning Ultra Dynamic Skies. I just purchased that plugin, and that's a whole different beast in itself. But see that building in the background? I need something to stand out so you can say, whoa, look at that. What's that? And right here, this big old building, I was thinking about switching it out with another building. Or should I bring it down more so you can see it? But I'm not too sure if it'll match. But remember in Miles Morales, into the multiverse, you know, when you were looking at behind the scenes, the building is all the way down there, but it just gives a specific look. And you wouldn't even realize the building is all the way down. So let's see. So anyway, that's my theme. I wanted to make this video to let you guys know that if you guys are also working on the Kinetic Rush challenge and you're stuck like me because you're pretty amateur, and you're new, because I'm a newbie, I don't care. I mean, you got to start somewhere. So this is a good thing for some newbie like me who's been only using Unreal Engine for about 8-9 months now. Probably seriously, like 8 months now. And I think for an 8-monther, I'm doing pretty good here. Now, before I bounce, I know Pwnisher said that Embergen is letting you use their product as well. Now I'm thinking, can anybody help me? Can Embergem give me sparks at these wheels here when the train is going down the path? I know, or is it Embergem just for like magical powers or something? I'm not too sure, but I just want to know. Just do a quick breakdown of this scene. I have it here, and what I did is that the sun is too messed up. Just for this video, I'm going to change the sun because I'm eventually going to change this whole thing anyway. So let's see if I can get a good light. I want to reset the whole thing, but just the way it's angled and just looks kind of bad. I don't like the way the shadows are, but I'll fix that. I'll have to add more lights, but you know what? Let me just put it back the way it was and see if I can just hope for the best. So what I had to do is thank goodness I went to Mixamo and I got most of these characters. Let me just take it off of lit mode. I got most of these characters from Mixamo. Like, look at that. Oh, you want to hear the funny part? Look, they don't even have any weapons. They just look like they have weapons, right? This one I attached, but God have mercy. It was a nightmare trying for me to lock this up properly, and then while he's running, it must stay with him. But nobody could see that in the background, because if you really look at it, it's going so fast, and the motion blur, you won't even realize that these guys, they don't even have any weapons. If I didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't even have known, to be honest with you. Because you're like, whoa, there's so many things happening. And when I put the people in the background and people are running and, and the lights are flashing and the building looks better and the fog in the background just looks a little hazy. So you can still see the building, but, it looks like it gives it a good distance. Like right now, it still looks good. But I need to change a few things. If I go back here, where we are. So right here, this was a first thing that I was using from Kit Bash. And I was like, okay, this is just like a floating garbage dump city. So I don't think I'm going to use that. So let me just get that out of here. And I'm going to put some more buildings back here. I'm just messing around. But, now that I'm thinking about it, I should move this building back here. But that's neither here nor there. A quick breakdown of this. You see it looks ugly, right? You're like, what is going on back here? But it just looked like I just clammed a couple things together. These little walls, ignore that. That was my first block, but I didn't remove it. Let me see if I can remove this block real quick. I'm on another monitor, so please, I apologize. Yeah, so I had this little block here, but what I did is that I wanted to put some effects so you can see that things are moving around in the background. Let me just go to the camera real quick. So you can see that things are moving around in the background. So you see the trains in the background and on top. So you see one train blaze across just to give it a special effect and just to give these trains going across. And look, if you really look at it, it's the funny part. This is why sometimes it doesn't matter what the scene looks like. It only matters what's rendered in front of the camera. Look at that. It's not even on a train track. I just put it off to the side because it looks better up here. So when it goes across, you can see it. But when I put it on the track, you don't even see the train up there. So I'm like, oh God, what was all that for? You know? So, and the motion blur really blocks out a lot of the imperfections. That's the best thing. So, you know, when you study and you just learn, you be like, you know what, you get better. Can't even say. But I don't want to make this video too long. I probably already did. But this is day 10, and we only got 10 days left, which is crazy. So I could imagine that this looks like this now, and I'm pretty pleased with it. So, sorry, I'm missing something. That's why I left that floor on. You know what I'm saying? There we go. You see, you just work on it, and I didn't even think I was going to get this far, to be honest with you. I thought I was ready to throw in a towel because I had so many errors, so many problems, attaching things, mixamo characters. They didn't have the animation that I wanted. And then I went to the marketplace to see if I can buy some animations, and the ones that I want was so expensive. I was like, there goes my expensive bougie taste, you know. And then I was like, I can animate it myself, but I'm like, how long is that going to take? There's so many obstacles and things you got to think about. So this is a good challenge. It challenges your mind, your body, your soul, and your patience. So let me know how your progress is if you're taking part of this. And just to let you know, please like, subscribe, share this video. And don't feel bad to interact in a comment section, because if you look at my last video, day 4, it has over 2,000 views, but very little interaction. So am I that boring? You let me know. Hey, Mike, make the video shorter, or get to the point. I don't care. My feelings don't get hurt for that. As long as you guys like it and I'm giving it to you, you know what I'm saying? So please engage in the comment section and let me know what you think about my progress. And if you're joining the Kinetic Rush project and you're far or you're still behind, let me know. I could probably help you out a little bit, or you could probably help me out, you know. That's how we roll. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys the next time I do a video.